Today, I'm very excited to share more about Dynamics 365 Customer Insights, our newest addition to the Dynamics 365 AI portfolio. Customer Insights enables every organization to unify all of their customer data, be it transactional, observational, or behavioral data, to derive intelligent insights to drive business processes. So let me show you how you can get started with Customer Insights. So here I'm on the website where you can see a big green Get Started button, which actually takes me to a trial instance. So one of the things that we've spent a lot of time on is the ability to have a 5x5 experience, which is 5 seconds to try and 5 minutes to wow. So once you click off the trial experience, it takes a few minutes, and at the end of it, what we actually have available for you is a full-blown Customer Insights instance with demo data, so you can kind of get a feel of the application, what it's capable of. So here you can see it's a finished SaaS application, and what I'm going to walk you through are 3 distinct personas, which are specifically the administrator or data analyst, the business analyst, and finally the business user. So I'm going to start off with the administrator persona, for which Customer Insights provides the fastest time to value to quickly ingest, unify, and get your data ready for the rest of your organization. So here I'm going to start off with bringing in the data. So here you'll notice that in the trial instance, we already have some of the data sources loaded up. So for example, we have data from the website logs, the online store, the retail database, Dynamics 365 for sales, and other Dynamics 365 applications as well. However, businesses are always growing. So here we also allow you to very quickly bring in new data sources. And this can be through our pre-built connectors. So we have a rich set of pre-built connectors that are able to connect to online sources or on-prem sources through our gateway technology. Once I've actually brought in the data, the next key thing is the unification process. So the unification process entails 3 key stages. The first one is map, match, and merge, which I'll actually step into more detail shortly. So the first step is obviously map. So what we're doing here is, out of all these sources that were brought in, we go and automatically try and identify, using a lot of the AI technology, what is in this data sources. So for example, we're able to detect full names, addresses, cities, states. So wherever this data is coming in from, we automatically detect it, so we can get you the 80-yard line or as close to the 100-yard line in terms of mapping this into customer identifiable information that we can use for the unification process later. Once we've actually mapped the data, the next key thing is matching the data. So Customer Insights is all about creating keys where keys don't exist. So in this case, we have all these disparate sources, and Customer Insights is helping guide you to figure out how to connect these disparate data sources. So for example, in this case, I'm able to go and figure out saying, hey, connect these using the account IDs. And in a lot of cases, it might not be as obvious. So if it's a full name, we might need to do fuzzy matching. And that's where that precision slider comes in. So if it's a finance use case, I might have exact precision, or if it's a marketing use case, I might have it closer to medium or lower, etc. So it's very use case driven. But again, all of this is an easily configurable and intuitive experience to help create those keys across those disparate data sources where keys don't exist. The final thing is the ability to merge the data if we have conflicts, and that comes right after the match. And that's pretty much it. Every time the data refreshes, it goes to the map, match, and merge stages, and it gets the data ready for a business analyst to do more with that unified data. Now, I'm actually going to step into the business analyst persona, for which Customer Insights becomes the most comprehensive view of that customer in that organization. So here, I'm able to go and create segments on top of that data. So for example, in this case, it's customers who haven't purchased anything in the last year. So here I'm able to see the members of that segment. I'm able to analyze it and do more with this, right? So think of Customer Insights as enabling business analysts to create and discover high-value segments that they might not have been aware of or be able to create previously. So another key aspect is, as a business analyst, you don't need to know SQL or anything. You can just go in and use this intuitive query builder experience to build those segments, refine them, etc. So once you've actually got these segment members, you're able to export this into your system of action. So be it Dynamics 365 for marketing or any of the other third-party applications. So that is key. So once you've built your segments, you've viewed the members, you're able to act on top of it where your systems of action are. However, one of our key differentiators is how we allow you to unlock all of this customer data using the Power Platform, be it to analyze with Power BI, act with Power Apps, or automate with Microsoft Flow. So one of the examples I have here is how we have a full-blown Power BI dashboard that's analyzing the churn of customers within Customer Insights. So here we're using the out-of-the-box Customer Insights connector for Power BI to do this analysis. So similarly, we have connectors for Power Apps and Microsoft Flow if you'd like to automate and do more with all of this Customer Insights data. So now, as a business user in Dynamics 365 for sales, I'm able to see the full single view of the customer right within where I do my job. So this truly empowers everybody in an organization to have that comprehensive view of the customer so they can deliver more personalized experiences and ultimately drive customer loyalty. So hopefully that gave you a good overview of what Customer Insights is all about. And I highly encourage all of you to go to our website and get started with the trial. We can't wait to see what you all do with Customer Insights. Thank you.